Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Finishing Blow. Hopefully you guys are having a good week. It's been really crazy, and I'm going to tell you guys right now that I'm not going to have enough time to cover every single topic that I wrote about on my website. So if you guys want some extra trailers and some new information on films, be sure to check out my website, martialartsmoviejunkie.com, for all the latest stuff, because this is a recap video, and I kind of handpicked the stuff that I think you guys would be most interested in, but I'm not going to be able to cover everything because I don't want this to be like a 20-minute long video. So I'm going to go ahead and get going here. First things first, I want to tell you guys about this short film project called Blue Hope that actually has a Kickstarter going on right now. Now, I was actually reached out to by one of the stars of the film, and they are very awesome. And you can clearly tell they're inspired by Donnie Yen, The Raid, The Expendables, all these different films, and they're trying to make something new and different. And so, I want to support these guys. I want to support anybody who's trying to make something, especially something interesting for our genre. So if you guys want to check it out, please give it a look. It's called Blue Hope, and I think it's really cool. A cool concept with a fun little twist, and I really hope that these guys can get it going. So I know there's a few days left on their Kickstarter, so if you guys can share or donate and get the word across so that these guys can meet their goal. Thank you so much in advance. You guys are awesome. All right. Now, moving forward, this is probably the most interesting bit of news I have for the entire week. I'm so excited for this movie, and there wasn't a lot of coverage for it, which is really weird because I'm like hyped. But it's a film called Last Nights, and it stars Clive Owen and Morgan Freeman, which, two powerhouse Hollywood actors. But the thing is, the people who are actually going to be behind the scenes. First off, you have director Kiria Kazuki, who's done Goemon and Casshern, and he's got a very distinct visual flair to the films that he does. So he's going to be directing the movie, but on top of that, you've got Korean choreographer Jung Do-hong doing the action, and he's done so many great movies. I don't even know. I know City of Violence, G.I. Joe. There's a ton of them that he's done, and everything he touches is pretty much amazing. So the fact that all of these forces are coming together, it's gonna be an amazing movie. Now, filming is already finished, but they're in post-production right now. Obviously, it's gonna be a very visually heavy film, so I'm not sure what the release is gonna be for this movie, but it's gonna be really awesome, and I hope you guys take a moment to look at it and read more about it, because it's going to be amazing, and I really hope that Hollywood gives it the attention it deserves, because I'm going to be pushing the crap out of it, especially if it's as good as I think it's going to be. Once we get a trailer, we'll know for sure, but as of right now, just the potential is immense, and so be sure to give it a look and let me know what you guys think about it. If you think that I'm just overreacting, or if you think it's actually going to be a really good film, I hope it is. All right, moving forward though, we've got a poster for Michael Jai White's film that was formerly known as Favela. It's now called Falcon Rising, and it's just a regular poster. I hit my mic, my bad. It's just a standard poster, nothing too special, except for the fact that they're going to be doing this as a serialization. So they're going to try and do 1 to 2 films a year. I still don't know if that's going to work or not, because Michael Jai White, if he has other film projects, it may be hard for him to do 2 of these movies a year for this character, but at the same time, it may give him somebody that we can associate to. You know how everybody has that one character that they associate to, like Scott Adkins has Boyka. For forever he will be Boyka for some of these people out there. So it would be nice for him to have that one character. I'm not saying he doesn't, Black Dynamite and Spawn, films like that, but if he has a series, I think it'd be a lot easier for people to get excited about what he does and follow him more. So best of luck to everybody on that film. I know the first one's done. I'm not quite sure when it's coming out, but I'm really excited for it, and I want to check it out and see how it goes. I want to see if they're setting it up or if they're going to be their own individual stories, which I kind of hope. I don't want it to be cliffhanger after cliffhanger like you're watching a TV series, but it is what it is. Movies these days, they do that so much, and sometimes I just hate it. I just wish they would be their own self-contained stories, but everybody wants a franchise now, so what are you going to do? All right, moving forward, another movie I'm really super excited for is the Rurouni Kenshin films, which you've got The Great Kyoto Fire and Legends End coming out back to back. They have on their Facebook page a ton of images. I mean, I think I posted maybe 30 or 40 images myself, and I barely touched the tip of the iceberg. They're still posting images today. And so if you guys want to get excited for the movie, or if you can handle getting more excited for the movie, you should definitely check it out. A lot of those posters are really cool, and I like them. Hopefully we'll get some high quality scans of some of these posters that were shown at different film festivals and things like that. But the movie, I think, is going to be really awesome. And I don't want to go on a side note, but I kind of do. I might have to do like a separate rant vlog thing about this, but it's really interesting to me how anime movies that are made in Japan, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of the more recent ones like Kenshin, and there's a Lupin the Third movie. There's a lot of these not American, but live action films where childhood animes are being remade or whatever, and they're done really well with a lot of care of attention. And then you see other movies like, I don't want to throw Michael Bay under the bus, but you got like Transformers or Ninja Turtles, or I'm trying to think of other franchises, but other ones that are just kind of a quick cash grab. And it blows my mind to see how much care and attention they put in these Japanese iterations of their anime live action adaptations. If that sentence didn't make any sense, did it? But you know what I mean. And I want to dive into that a little bit more, and I've been wanting to do more discussion things with you guys, so I may do a separate video thing about that. But it's just kind of food for thought. Maybe not every single live action anime movie is good, but it feels like the ones that are coming out recently, they put a lot more attention into, which is great. And I hope that these Kenshin movies really push the envelope for Japanese films in general, from an action standpoint, from a filmmaking standpoint, from a fan base standpoint. I hope that it really does new and exciting things. Even the creator for the manga actually is writing chapters that lead up to the events of the film so that you can tie everything together, which I think is amazing. I think it's a great collaboration, and I can't wait to learn more about it. But that's enough about Kenshin. You guys know that I'm excited about Kenshin. I think I said that in my post. Every time a trailer comes out, I get so excited because I love the first movie so much. And if I could, I would have watched that movie again this week to re-review it. But obviously, you can't review the same movie twice, so couldn't do that. But anyways, be sure to give it a look. And if you guys have not seen the original Kenshin film, I highly, highly recommend it. All right, next up. This is old news. Jackie Chan did film a theme song for Dragonblade. Apparently he did it back in like March or April, which is really weird that we're hearing about it just now. But hey, whatever. We knew that he was going to do it. Jackie does that all the time in his Chinese films. Nothing big. But what's really interesting is that we had that image of Jackie Chan, John Cusack, and Benny the Jet Urquidez together in one photo. And we knew that Benny the Jet was actually working on the film with Jackie. Now it's been said that he's the stunt choreographer for the film, which I think is really interesting. But even more interesting is the fact that John Cusack actually had fights with Jackie Chan. Now, with could be with as in side by side, it could be against, I'm not too sure. Even if they're partners together, there's always that chance that they clash heads at the beginning or have some interference. So I didn't want to say he fights against Jackie Chan or fights Jackie Chan, but he fights with him. And apparently he can hold his own because he's been studying under Benny for years, and he's actually a black belt with Benny, teaching with as his master, which I think is amazing that John Cusack is a black belt. But I'm really, really hoping that, obviously everybody is dying for a rematch between Jackie and Benny. I'm sure they know it. I don't know if they want to do it on this film. I don't know if that would be something, there's always a chance that they could save that collaboration for another film or something like that. But I hope to talk about it, and I hope that we get to see them. Even as they're older, I think it would be insane to see these two going at it head to head after all these years. Be really something to watch. So anyways, keep your eyes out for that. And lastly, I did a review for The Suspect. Now, I actually wanted to do either Goemon or Casshern, but I couldn't get my hands on it because apparently it's like it came out a few years ago and no stores around here have it. So I had to get something different, and so I did a review for The Suspect. Now, I don't want to say too much about this movie, but it was something really, really different and really unique. And another thing that I want to cover one of these days is Korean action films. I feel like they're pushing the envelope in their own way and shaping the landscape in quite an interesting way. So there's a lot of cool things I want to talk about, and I do so much, but as you guys know, running this website, plus working, plus doing my Let's Play channel, it doesn't give me a lot of time to do other things, but I'm getting better at balancing it. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but more articles this week, it's kind of a head start. But anyways, I did a review for The Suspect, so please give it a look, and hopefully I can get to either Goemon or Casshern next week is what I'm hoping, because I'm really curious about them. I've seen trailers, never watched them, but with the visual aesthetic, I think it would be really, really cool. So anyways, that's all I have. I'm done rambling. Sorry I got off on a couple tangents, but anyways, I want to say to everybody who's subscribed recently, thank you guys so much. It does mean a lot to me that you guys support this channel and this website, and I'm gonna try to do my best to give back to you guys. So you guys are all awesome. I really do appreciate it. Even though it's a little bit late, happy 4th of July to everybody in the States, and I guess that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is K Miller, and this week has been finished.